Conor McGregor walked into a New York City courthouse this morning with pace and purpose to bring finality to his legal issues, which hung over his future, threatening to derail the Irishman's hype train and the UFC's gravy train. There's determination in that stride. Conor needs to walk in that courthouse so he can in turn walk out a free man to pursue the life his talents and guile might provide. Conor waits. He's not the same wild-eyed, excitable force that he was during his arraignment. Here we see Conor in a moment of self-reflection, eyes lost in the middle distance, perhaps seeing what could have gone so much worse if his luck and influence had failed him. Or maybe he sees a future where the chaos he brings to bear is hemmed in and justified by 8 chain-linked walls, or the boom of promotion. McGregor's mind may glide back and forth across time, but he's always got an eye on what the camera perceives.
Now, gentlemen, your attorneys have stated to me that you want to plead guilty to the added and reduced charge of disorderly conduct.
At this stage of the proceedings, the judge asks Conor if he understands the plea he's about to enter. McGregor pleads guilty to the reduced charge of disorderly conduct, which is merely a violation, not a felony or even a criminal offense.
Do you want to plead guilty to those charges, Mr. McGregor? To that charge, Mr. McGregor?
As Conor answers the judge, he flexes his elbow out, as if to deflect away any association with wrongdoing. McGregor remains resolute that his actions in the Barclays Center's bus garage were righteous. So those hoping a trip through the legal system would teach Conor that he's the same as everyone else and must follow the same rules and be subject to the same punishments can prepare to be disappointed. While it's likely Conor will try to avoid future entanglements with the law, McGregor isn't convinced in the least that he's like you, or me, or the guy working weekends at the Piggly Wiggly. Conor walks up to sign the court documents, looking tight, holding his breath. The clerk says something amusing, and you see Conor exhale, shake out the stiffness, and loosen to the moment. Some amount of relief. A couple signatures, and McGregor is a free man. Conor walks out of the courthouse to make his official statement. It's perfunctory and brief, but he shows us something of his mindset. The first thing he does as he raises his hands to address and direct the media is roll both arms out and take a solid and square stance. He's loose, but ready to face what's before him. As he begins to speak, his hands are open. He presents them for everyone to see. One, it's a gesture showing McGregor is free of the serious charges. His hands are clean. He's also showing the intent to act honorably and in a fair manner. As he continues, his hands turn in slightly. Now McGregor shows that he's in control of what's in front of him. There's a lot, but he's in the process of surveying it, and when the time is right, he will act decisively, just like he did with the legal proceedings.
I just want to say I'm thankful to the DA and the judge for allowing me to move forward. I want to say to my friends, my family, my fans, thank you for the support. Thank you.
Conor shows keen awareness of image and presentation. With his hands out in front of him, pumping up and down for emphasis, Conor looks too aggressive or cocksure. While confidence is an element of the proper tone he needs to convey, equal parts reserve, contrition, and gratitude are also necessary. The last thing Conor wants to do is clown the judge or prosecutors by acting like this outcome was inevitable. Above all, McGregor's statement is appropriately stayed. He gives it strength by speaking firmly, and most important, he maintains eye contact throughout. Even when he nods for emphasis, he keeps his eyes open and looking forward, which is fairly uncommon in a situation like this. Think of John Jones in similar situations. He closes his eyes when thanking people or addressing legal issues. The difference is McGregor doesn't have the shame. He's also not trying to hide his actions at any point, unlike John.
I want to say to my friends, my family, my fans, thank you for the support.
And McGregor is off. We see him pulling away from the microphones and media before he finishes his last words.
I want to say to my friends, my family, my fans, thank you for the support. Thank you.
It's not avoidance or insecurity at this point. Conor is a prepped thoroughbred waiting for the gate. His only desire is to be released and explode into a wide-open freedom of expression through physical and verbal competition. Well, that's what I see. Even after crashing security at the Barclays Center with a dozen Irish goons and running roughshod over an entire event worth of UFC competitors and employees, some of whom were injured when McGregor launched a hand truck through a bus window, and others were shocked into an unexpected but immediate obsession with watching Dora the Explorer. For all the trouble, pain, and inconvenience caused, McGregor received a mulligan from the state of New York, and he's free to resume his interests without restriction. Talking backpackies #1 bullshit.
Come here. Send me a message, like location. Location, I'm gonna come. Whatever you want, doesn't matter. Ireland, New York, Brooklyn, or Moscow. Tell me, where?